Hi guys. When I look at what's happening in the world in the last few years, especially with all the gender wars and confusion, I've realized that feminism as an ideology has an Achilles heel. While feminists were fixated on fighting men as their supposed patriarchal oppressors, an ideology even more new age rendered it practically meaningless. And that's the idea that society, not nature, decides what it means to be a man or a woman. It suggests that there's no real difference between men and women, and that they're essentially all the same. All I hear from the modern feminists in response is deafening silence while female spaces shrink smaller and smaller. From trans women winning female swimming championships to how recently a biological man was crowned Miss Netherlands just a few months ago, feminists are finding the entire foundation of what they said they were standing for practically eroded. And in this way, fourth wave feminism is now eating its own tail. While biological women have never needed true feminism more to stand up for them. But what happens when an actual feminist actually decides to speak up? We saw what happened to J.K. Rowling last year for refusing to call trans women. Speaking out against the new gender orthodoxy means sticking your neck out in a society that's all too eager to cancel and demonize you as a bigot or yell that you're discriminating against them. While all this happens, biological women are being brushed aside in their own spaces to make way for men identifying as women. I believe there's three major reasons why feminists are failing to stand up. Number one, feminists are silent because the entire foundation of what it means to be a woman is being eroded into irrelevance. This is a fact about fighting for any cause. You have to know exactly why and what you're fighting for. For the last 100 years, the feminist movement didn't face this issue until now. Imagine calling yourself a feminist and then being presented with the decision of having to choose between a trans woman's right to something like female locker rooms versus the sensitivity and safety of the woman inside that don't want it. It's a choice that's paralyzed much of the feminist movement into inaction. Number two, women have a need to feel social approval, and they've just decided to go along with the times. This is a deep-seated biological instinct for survival. Women have always found security in the tribe and in the close-knit bonds in their society. Take that into the 21st century, and you've got a group of women who struggle to stand by their own beliefs once these ideas become outdated or overshadowed by new ones. So what do? They either go completely silent and abandon the cause, or they simply conform to the new societal norms in order to fit in. I personally believe it's a mix of the two. And that would explain why biological women whose rights and spaces are being trampled have practically found themselves alone in this new fight. Number three, female spaces are shrinking with the inclusion of trans women, and women have a biological resistance to start conflict or disagreement. Even if they transition, men on average are taller, stronger, and more aggressive than their female counterparts. And it's that tinge of fear in the back of women's minds that on an evolutionary level explains the hesitation to resist or instigate. It's this conflict avoidance that plays out on a mass scale in our society. And the result is seeing empowered feminists failing to stand up for women or anything really. Feminism's Achilles heel has been exposed in the face of gender wars and societal changes. While feminists focused on battling men, they missed how their ideology was being internally dismantled. Now, as the definition of womanhood is questioned and female spaces shrink, feminism is stuck, silent in the face of the new age gender dynamics. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.